Now that we've customized the design style and the images and the elements on your site, we can work on the actual text. I'm on the About page here, and I just want to demonstrate how to edit text. Click into a canvas. You can go to Page and click into the canvas or select it from this visual here. Click into text, and then it's really just like any other word processor you may have used, whether that's Microsoft Word or Google Docs or Pages. You can select, delete, and type anything that you'd like. Over here on the right, this panel is going to give you some additional options. So you can change the color, the style, the font size, letter spacing, alignment, all of that fun stuff. We also have paragraph text here, same options. You can add already pre-styled text that you set in the design settings to keep your style consistent. I'm adding paragraph, heading, subheading, and then if I need to make individual changes, I can do so by selecting the font or adjusting the sizing over here in this panel. That is a quick shortcut to add new text. You also can copy and paste by clicking Command C, Command V on your keyboard, or doing I believe it's Control C, Control V if you're on a PC, to copy and paste text that you may need. Now, it's really important, just like the images, to go over to the mobile version and check how things are carrying over. If I change this title and I make it much shorter or I make it much longer, it may run into the text below. So that's where we want to check our mobile and make sure that it is being styled appropriately. As you go through your template, using what is already inside or adding from your already styled design settings is going to save you a lot of time and allow you to remain consistent in terms of heading styles, font sizes, all of that fun stuff across all of your pages, and it's going to give you a better overall result. Another thing you should know about text is that a lot of your calls to actions on your site are just blocks of text either by themselves or layered over a shape. That's all that a button really is. And the way that we can link these is through click actions. I mentioned that in the last video when we were talking about this gallery. So you can see this is a button here. This one isn't text, but it's a shape. And this one over here is text layered on top of a shape. If I click on my text box here, I can go to the Smart panel over here on the very right and click actions, and now I can select where I want this to lead to. So the type of link that it is, it's going to a page, and then I want it to go to the About page, or maybe you want it to go to the contact page, maybe you want it to go to the size guide. Depending on what your template is and what your pages are, you can go through and link things. You'll notice that not only this text box, but also the shape behind it are linked to the same thing. You never know where someone's going to click. To a user, this entire thing is a button, and so if I click on the side here, I still want someone to go to the same place, even though they didn't technically click the Inquire Now text box. This is really important on mobile as well when you think about people tapping and different device sizes, so it's always a really good idea when you have buttons layered like this, where it's text over a shape, to link both the shape and the text on top. You don't have to just link to a page, you can link to a specific canvas, you can go to an external URL. This share on social button, the social link. If you click on social link, you can connect it to your Instagram. Remember, if you go up to site settings, you can plug in all your social channels. It's really easy just to select them from this list. So you can have fun going through and just linking all of your pages. Now, you definitely want to save this for the end. That way you have all of your pages built out and you know where things are linking to, but don't forget to go through and link all of your click actions. Same thing with the gallery here. If we click on this button, it is not linking to anything specifically, but we have an action here. So all we have to do in order to add an action would be click on actions, click on add. So that's what's going on here. We've added an action, and the type of action is editing the gallery. We have gallery 1, it's the only gallery on this page. You know this is gallery 1 because if we click on gallery settings, you can see image area, it's set to gallery 1. So we know that this is going to control this gallery. We'll go back to click actions, and then this is just going to the next one. If we click on here, it's going to previous. So that is what's going to make our gallery scroll if we've set up a sliding gallery. Another really obvious place for all of your links is in your menu. So on this template, when we select this drop down here, it's going to pop open our full page menu, and then we can select different pages to navigate to. So if I click on here, home, about, custom installation, grab and go, these are the pages included in this template. Yours may look a little bit different, but these are all set up with click actions as well. So it is just linking to a specific page. Clicking this button here, this X, to close the canvas, and clicking on this little hamburger menu to pop it out are also click actions. So if we go into Showit, and we go up to the very top here and we edit our menu, you can see This is an icon. If I go to click actions and it's showing an action, it's showing a site canvas, which I'll talk about in just a minute. And then we've just selected the canvas that we want it to show. When the canvas is popped out, it looks like this here. And so same thing when I click on this button, if we go to pop-out menu, edit pop-out menu, this button is hiding the canvas. That's how this open and closes. You'll want to go through and make sure that you're linking all of these to a specific page or URLs. You can pop in your social links here. So this one would be to Instagram, this one would be to TikTok, and then this one would be to Facebook. And then you would just plug in those links in your design settings. If we go to edit footer, these are all links as well. So you want to make sure that they are going to the right page, whatever you name your page as. Same thing with inquire. You also have links down here to the privacy policy and the terms of use page. So I'm going to zoom in here real quick and see these are underlined, and you'll notice that this is one text box right here. So if I double click into here and I select, for example, privacy policy, I can click on the little link that pops up here. We're going to hit create link. Just privacy policy is linked, not the entire text box, because we also want terms of use to go to a different page. If we go back to all of our pages, your template will include some legal pages. Typically, it's a privacy policy and a terms of conditions page where you can link to from your footer. Those are called inline links, where everything else is linked through a click action. A place where you may be switching out links often is on the social page. This is an example for Instagram. This replaces the kind of link in bio. You can link to all of your social channels and then website. You could just link this to the homepage if you wanted someone just to be able to access the main page. Remember, we're going to link this button behind as well. A way to link both of them at the same time is hold down Command or Control on your PC, and then you have these alignment options. But if you go down to click actions, you can hit configure link and then link them both at the same time, which is really convenient, especially if you have layered buttons like this, and then click save. So this is something that could change as your business grows or as you promote different things online. An easy way to get new buttons is honestly to copy and paste a button style that you like. Let's go to page, copy, paste, and now I have another button that I can line up, and then I'll just need to change out the text and swap out that link. Now, I mentioned site canvases a little bit ago, and I want to talk more about that. If we go down past pages, past your blog templates, we have the site canvases. These are all the ones that are included in your template. You'll see them under here. This one has several site canvases, including the testimonials. So this may be a site canvas on your template, or you may have other similar site canvases, but basically a site canvas is something that's reused in multiple areas. For example, this testimonials shows up on multiple pages of our site. So we've made it a site canvas so that you only have to go in and edit it once, and those testimonials will appear throughout the site wherever this specific canvas is used, and you don't have to make the same change on every single page. A great example of this is your footer. This is on almost every single page of your site, if not every page of your site. When you're making edits to this, you'll make edits to the site canvas, and then you don't have to make those changes on every page. You know something is a site canvas when you hover over it. I'm on the home page right now. You can see the testimonial. It has this like striped effect here. Same thing with the footer. That's just reminding you that, hey, this is a site canvas. When I open it up, it pulls it up in this like isolation mode here. Whereas if I'm just editing a regular canvas, it's not isolated. You also, of course, can see them from this list. So be careful when you're editing these site canvases. Just make sure you want those changes to populate across the board. But in general, site canvases are very helpful because they save you a ton of time.